As a parent, taking care of your child's nutrition and health status is definitely a priority. However, there are things that you might be doing unknowingly that might be affecting your child's nutrition and health status negatively. So in this particular video, the registered dietitian who has special interest with child nutrition and health, I am going to talk about some of the 7 common mistakes. You need to make sure that you stick around until the end, because I'll be providing solutions as to what you can do instead of what you have been doing. So the first thing that most parents actually do is foster screen addiction. In the 21st century, we cannot ignore technology because it is everywhere. Children are even using tablets and screens for schools, interact with other kids on social programs and such. You see this habit of giving your child a tablet or putting on the TV so that they can stay glued to it so that you can do your other chores, or you can go on TikTok, or you can work if you don't have a house help. They might actually appear so good at the moment, but when you do that, you're limiting your child's creativity, you're limiting your child's brain development, and you're limiting your child's ability to actually get in touch with the environment and such. This limits cognitive and learning abilities, even emotional and psychosocial development of that child. I'm not saying that you don't allow your kids to watch TV or to even watch YouTube or to watch all those kids shows, but try and limit the number of hours that they are actually going to be on those TVs. Someone would ask, how much screen time is enough or is allowed for children? I usually recommend for children below 1 year that you try as much as you can to limit that to 1 hour. I know most of you who have babies below 1 year, you want to be told that you can do screens for like 5 hours. No, this is the most delicate time for your child's brain development and cognitive function. So you need to make sure that you are exposing them to as different environments, different people, different scenes as much as you can, and not screens. So take them outside, get some sun, take them for a walk, get them a pet so that they can actually be interacting with that pet. Let them see some chickens, let them see some goats, let them even see other people like the market. It's very important for their cognitive developments and such. It can be challenging to adapt to such schedules, especially if your child has actually been addicted to the screen, because they will actually have those withdrawal syndromes where they will be crying hysterically for the screens, for the laptop, tablets. But please try as much as you can to replace it with something. Get them blocks for playing, get them outside, let them interact with other children. They'll be scared at first. You'll start wondering if your child is a loner. No, your child is not a loner, just that they have been used to staying alone watching the tablets, so they have not developed the social skills. So you have to be patient with them. And another thing, of course, we do is we limit our children to play with others, because we don't want our children to get dirty, because we grew up with mud. We associate that with poverty, with problems, and you have not dealt with all these issues, so we are transferring our problems to our children. This is definitely going to have a negative impact on their social, mental, and physical well-being. There was this advert that Dettol used to have saying that that is good. Was it Dettol or Omo? I think no, it was Omo. That is good. That is not good literally, because it comes with other microbes, like your baby can get diseases from that. But again, it's good in the aspect that your baby is going to get exposure to the sun. They are going to get exposure to other bacteria from other children, from the environment. This will help repopulate their gut microbes. They're going to have the social, emotional skills, better and confident individuals in the future, because they have the social skills. Because someone will come to me and tell me, Mumina, you want me to get my child outside and play, and I live in a flat with no space, there's roads and such. You can intentionally plan for play dates. We thank God for technology, because we have social WhatsApp groups, we have Facebook groups, we have Instagram and other groups whereby mothers come together for specific ages. If your child is a toddler, if your child is a preschooler, if your child is school going, there are children with that. I'm in those groups, and I've seen women actually organize for play dates for children. Let them see you playing. You know, kids learn the most from seeing what you're doing. Let them see you interact with your neighbors so that they can be comfortable and they can be confident in doing the same. Please do that for your child. You know, sometimes being a loner is the easiest thing to do, but for your child it's not the best thing to do. The other thing that really annoys me that parents actually do, and some of them think it's a good thing, is fostering sugar addiction. There has been this viral video of a 30-year-old who gets stroke and cardiac arrest, and the people are wondering, why is this person getting this complication at 30 years? Why are they suffering from the metabolic disorders and their parents are not? So as parents, we want the best for our kids. Sometimes we want the easier way out because parenting is hard. We buy them candies because we want the kids to be happy. That's temporary happiness. But when you're fostering sugar addiction, an addiction that can actually predispose your kids to metabolic conditions like obesity, like diabetes, poor gut functionality, poor brain development, there are naturally occurring sweet foods and vegetables, even fruit. You can be giving your child as an alternative to the sweets that you have been giving him or her. Try and substitute that lollipop with a banana. Of course, there will be a lot of resistance because of the withdrawal syndrome. Their body is craving for the sweets. They might cry so much, but please don't bend. Try as much as you can to break that addiction cycles of sugar and the screens as much as you can. It's very necessary if you are to foster healthy behaviors and a healthy lifestyle for your child. Sugar addiction has been associated with later metabolic conditions like cancers, cardiac arrest, diabetes, obesity, hormonal imbalances, mental disorders. Limit sugar intake for your child. I know it's hard, but it's not impossible. Another thing that most parents actually do that you might actually oppose me is on the emotional neglect, transferring responsibility of raising your child to your house help and your teachers. You know, it's very funny. Most parents will actually get angry and very pissed at a house help or a nanny for being on a phone for long hours and not socially interacting with their child, but they never do that themselves. I understand that you have to take care of your child financially, you have to look for the money, but let's remember that financial provision is not the only aspect of taking care of a child. A child needs the holistic. Like they are growing up, you need to ensure that you are promoting their skills development, you're promoting their emotional development, mental and cognitive function, social interaction skills, confidence, self-esteem. All these are very important. If you have a very busy schedule, I am sure that you can spare 1 to 2 hours per day if you have small children to actually holistically and fully interact with your child. Be present. Have a meal with them, have a conversation, not just asking how was school, fine. Learn their weaknesses, their worries, their fears. Try as much as you can to address them without transferring that to your house help or your teachers. They are there to help you, not to replace you as a parent, because we have a lot of dysfunctional adults because of failed parenting, and sometimes we don't fail knowingly. Do not totally delegate the roles of parenting to your house help, and this house help, you change them every month, so your child is going to be confused because again the personality that they are going to have this month is going to be different from the ones that they are going to have next month. Another thing that most parents do, and this really annoys me, if you have watched any of my other videos on child nutrition, you will definitely understand. Parents giving their babies the same meals every other day. If you eat ugali and skuma every day, you will hate ugali. Most millennials that I know, because I am one, actually hate githeri because they grew up eating it, or they went to high schools which ate githeri every other day. So imagine you hate githeri because you ate it every other day, and now you want your child to be eating waru, carrots, skuma or spinach every day. Apart from the monotony that you're creating, you're also affecting their diversity when it comes to their gut cultures. You're limiting their nutritional and nutrient uptake because the other variety of foods come with different types of nutrients that are great for their digestion, for their metabolic, for their mental, and all this holistic development. So it is very important for you as a parent to ensure that their meal plans are varied, they are holistic in terms of fruits, vegetables, protein. And again, I created a free menu plan for children, and I'll definitely leave the link in the description box so that you can download it. It's on my website at muminawellness.com. You can check it out there. They have different tastes. They don't have to just know sugar, they don't have to know just salt. They can do sour, fermented fruits, they can do bitter. And you see, I was watching Sean Arwa's video, and she was saying that for the Nigerian babies, when they are 4 months, they are given pepper so that their taste buds can actually get familiar with that taste. That's a good thing. So you need to ensure that you introduce your babies to the different taste buds, the different variety of foods, the different textures, the different consistencies, mashed, hard foods, all those, so that they can actually even develop their chewing skills, their speech development. It also helps them when they go to different regions so that they can blend in very, very well. Another common mistake that parents actually do is neglecting allergies, intolerances, and dislikes in children. Of course, as children, if you have a picky eater, you might need to actually ignore their preferences because they might want to drink juice or eat avocado every other day, and that might not be practical. So you might be forced to ignore their preferences for a minute until they can actually get used to eating variety of foods. I have met a parent who was like forcing a child to take milk, and the child, every time they will take milk, they will vomit or they will diarrhea, and she was like, no, I have to make sure that this child drinks milk, because she has been brought up by parents who believed that milk is the only other substitute for food that children should and must have. If this child has intolerances to that milk, the parent should listen to that and even understand their symptoms and leave that. That brings me to the other problem that most parents do. They don't consult a dietitian when they are planning their meals for their children. If your child has special needs, or even if they are just normal, and you want to ensure that their menus and their meals are well diverse, they are well taken care of in terms of their nutritional uptake, proteins, carbohydrates, fats, micronutrients, it is very important that you have a conversation, even if it's once. They can help you in ensuring that your meals are holistic. And if you're looking for a dietitian to work with you when it comes to your child nutrition, if you're breastfeeding, if you're pregnant, if you're dealing with any other condition like maybe hormonal issues, weight management, I am here and I do that at Mumina Wellness Solutions. We have a monthly coaching program for 3,000, whereby I will be taking you through a monthly engagement session of taking care of your nutrition and health status if it's for your child. We also have physical consultations as well as Zoom consultation to ensure that you get the best. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video enlightens you to understand the things that you need to stop doing for your babies, and it will also give you motivation to start doing the right things for your children, because as parents it is our role and our responsibility to ensure the well-being of our child. You cannot actually blame someone else if something goes wrong for your child and it's something that was within your control. I'm not saying it's your fault, but it is. It is. So you need to ensure that you adjust accordingly, on time and effectively. So thank you so much for watching. Ensure that you watch this video next, whereby I talk about some of the things that you can do if your child is struggling with appetite, and let's meet there. So until next time, bye.